In August 2017, the Horry County School Board decided to replace Horry County's police SROs with security officers in Horry County schools. We dug into police reports and found Horry County police are still being called back to those schools where they once were being paid to protect daily.
Now, in a WMBF News investigation, reporter Marissa Tansino looked into how many times the police are still responding to schools and to what type of incidents they're being called to. Good morning, Marissa.
Yeah, good morning, Michael and Christelle. Since the Horry County School Board changed who handles security in schools in the unincorporated areas of Horry County, Chairman Joe DeFeo says the school security program has been well received by principals and teachers. But we obtained reports from the first 7 weeks of the school year and found out Horry County police officers were called back to 9 schools in Horry County 27 times during that time. All of these schools had Horry County police officers respond to incidents within the first 7 weeks of school.
I never felt we needed quote-unquote law enforcement in the schools. What we need is security. My thought process is just to keep the children safe.
So why are Horry County police still being called to schools they were once compensated for keeping safe?
They're responding because there's a law enforcement, there is an arrest or something that's taking place that they need to be called in. And that's no different than if we had Horry County police there, they might call for backup.
Last year, Horry County asked for the school board to pay nearly 90% of their officers in schools compensation rather than the 50% the school system had been paying up until then. DeFeo says if that request hadn't been made, the school board would have never replaced Horry County Police with a private security company.
We don't need their cars. We don't need a lot of the things that they were asking us to pay for. You have to go back to the fact that every other municipality, even while this was going on, said point blank, we're not interested in changing our contract. We're good with a 50-50 contract.
WMBF News reached out to the Horry County Police Department for comment, and while they declined an on-camera interview, they did say the Horry County Police Department has absolutely no animosity toward continuously responding to schools they once served.
The police are just doing their job that they're paid to do, and they do an excellent job for the most part here in Horry County and all the municipalities.
DeFeo says he doesn't think Horry County schools are missing out on anything by not having police serve as school resource officers, and in fact he says it gives Horry County police an opportunity to have more officers out on the street.
Horry County police, if they already had their police officers there might be a convenience factor where they wouldn't have to send somebody out, but keep in mind that every day, and this happens more times than not, that an Horry County police officer is not called to the school, they're free to conduct law enforcement in the county, and that's what Horry County was looking for.
Horry County police also say there don't seem to be more instances of being called to schools for something a private security guard could have handled than there were when they were directly responsible for school safety. Through our investigation, we learned that Horry County police were called to Horry County schools 27 times in the first 7 weeks of the school year. They responded to calls for everything from a stolen pair of headphones to assault and battery in the 3rd degree.
When you have 45,000 students, 5,700 employees, we have 55,000 people needing protection, and if you look at that police report and you find out how many people were called, that's probably light.
Regardless of how many times Horry County police respond to Horry County schools, DeFeo says putting armed security in schools is something he's wanted to do for a long time.
This has got to be the point that needs to be understood. From my opinion and my standpoint, I am not worried about law enforcement in the schools. I just want protection.
And back in January, the school board passed a vote to add armed security guards to elementary schools in Horry County, a process DeFeo says is expected to be complete by September of 2018. Live in the studio, Marissa Tansino, WMBF News.